We are just days away from the target date for phase 2 of Governor Little's plan to reopen the state. The governor will let us know Thursday if Idaho meets the criteria to move forward in the reopening process. In preparation for that, some cities are working out specifics of their own plans. The Boise City Council addressed their plans tonight, and our Misty Inglet listened in on the online meeting. She's breaking down what happened. Misty.
Well, tonight, the Boise City Council looked at updated statistics from both the state and Central District Health, which show some promising trends for Ada County specifically. As of right now, those trends would indicate that we could move forward with phase 2 this weekend. Those numbers show that since phase 1 started on May 1st, Ada County has had an average of 5.6 new cases per day. For the 2 weeks prior to phase 1, the average was 7.4 cases. So that's a positive trend because it's going downward. And because of that, Central District Health predicts that as things sit now, phase 2 can start as scheduled. But Boise City Council is not formalizing any orders until after the governor's announcement.
It's really a game of waiting. So we're waiting for the health district or the governor who's waiting for the data and the analysis, waiting for it to be received. And so as soon as we get the information from the health district or the governor tomorrow or the next day, it's my intention if they announce that we can move to stage 2, then we would move to stage 2, in which case next week we'd be discussing a new order.
So what would phase 2 look like for Boise? For the most part, the city would follow state protocols. So things like limiting groups to 10 or fewer people and businesses maintaining social distancing of 6 feet where possible. The city would add some extra precautions for places like the airport. Now under phase 2, hair salons, gyms, restaurants could reopen as long as they meet safety criteria. The city of Boise would then reopen some limited library services, dog parks, plus Quail Hollow and Warm Springs golf courses. Boise Depot would also reopen, but with only a capacity of 10 people. City meetings, however, would continue to be remote. Now, Councilmember Holly Woodings also asked tonight that if large venues within city limits could potentially reopen earlier if they were to follow those safety plans, show one to the state, and keep to those group limitings. Mayor McLean responded, no, the city cannot open things ahead of the state, so the city would be in violation if it allowed large venues to open ahead of the state's phase 4 timeline, which is currently slated for June. Now, again, here to be clear, Kim, this phase 2 plan for the city of Boise is still very tentative. Nothing has been finalized yet. They're waiting for more information from the governor later this week. Kim?
And again, we're expected to hear from him on Thursday. Misty, thank you. So again, let's boil this all down for you. If Idaho moves into phase 2 this weekend, it appears the city of Boise will join as well, rather than wait until June 1st. However, if Governor Little waits, things are not as certain. It's also important to note 33 new cases were reported today statewide in Idaho. That's the highest daily mark in nearly 3 weeks.